What's up guys, welcome to this week's TTG news. We got a bunch of cool stuff to talk about this week, so let's go. So if you guys hadn't heard about this yet, it's been getting a lot of news. Gwen Jorgensen finished 14th in the New York City Marathon. So she's normally just an Olympic distance triathlete, does really well in all the ITU races, and she's won like at the Olympics, a bunch of stuff like that. So she's a really good triathlete, and she tried her first ever marathon, and she managed to finish 14th, which is amazing for someone who's never run a marathon before. And she finished with a time of 2 hours, 41 minutes, and 1 second. So that's really awesome for her. It's pretty surprising how people have been taking this news. Like, obviously this is her first ever race, and people were expecting her to do really badly, blah, blah, blah. But finishing 14th, I would say, is an amazing result for your first ever marathon. So definitely kudos to her for actually trying out a marathon and doing really well in it. Another really interesting new thing is the Zipp 454s were just released. So they're basically some new Zipp wheels that have a really crazy design. They look really interesting, and they have some pretty cool technology behind them too. So as you can see, they kind of have like a sawtooth type design for the inside of the rim. It's not just a consistent width, it actually varies between 58 millimeters and 53. And this design is supposed to help create some sort of like vortex wind stuff going on that helps make the wheels more aerodynamic, make you faster. And it's also supposed to help with crosswinds, where it makes the kind of push of crosswinds feel more consistent instead of like gusts of wind pushing you over. So it makes it more easy to handle the wind, which I think is a really great idea, a really great design. Another thing they changed on the wheels compared to say 404s or their previous versions was that the previous versions had dimples that were circular, and now they've changed them to like hexagonal, and they actually have smaller ones and bigger ones depending on where it is on the wheel. So I guess it's all designed to help make the wheels more aerodynamic, better with crosswinds, and just overall better wheels. They've also changed some of the designs of the hub too. Not really sure when normal people are going to be able to buy them, and I'm guessing they're going to be pretty pricey. We'll probably be able to buy eventually, and if you can't afford it, you're going to be able to see your favorite triathletes using it. So definitely cool to see that. Now, there weren't really any races in the past week besides the Rio Ironman 70.3, so that's basically the only results we have for this week. So in first place for the men, it was Reynaldo Colucci. Second place, Paulo Maciel and Luis Francisco in third. Not too much to talk about this race. Pretty nice location as usual, as all these races seem to be. For the women, it was Luisa Batista who got first, Romina Palacio in second, and Carol Fruiela in third. So that's basically all the news that happened this week. There wasn't really too much to talk about, but I thought I'd answer some of the questions that I saw in a lot of the videos that I saw this week, just to add a little bit more to the video and some interesting stuff that I might be able to add to future videos too if you guys like it. So if you guys saw my rollers versus trainers video, and I also put out a vlog that had a lot to do with the rollers, so people asked me a lot of questions about rollers. And basically the most asked one was, what is a type of brand of rollers that you would recommend? And I've seen quite a few different brands, so there's definitely a few that I can talk about. So first off, I have Elite Aerion rollers, which I think are really good quality. Even though they're made with plastic, you can tell it's just really good build quality, and they have a lot of higher end models too. They have a bunch of different models of rollers. They have some that fold up, that look a little bit weird, but look pretty practical. And they have self-balancing ones with resistance, some with resistance but not self-balancing. So it goes with a whole bunch of different price ranges. So I would definitely recommend the Elite brand of rollers. If you don't like Elite or you want to check out other brands, there is also the Tax rollers. I'm not exactly sure of the name, but my coach has these ones and they're really nice. And they basically have a kind of V-shaped barrel, so it kind of always brings you to the middle. And it also has those pivoting feet that help you be able to stand up and sprint and go faster. Of course, a bit more pricey, but definitely a good brand there too. So look up the Tax rollers. I'm sure they have a few different models too, and definitely look like good quality as well. And the last one that I know of that are pretty good is the Cyclops rollers. I know these are really popular. They have resistance, they have some without resistance, and they seem pretty good build quality and pretty lightweight and not too bulky either. So those are kind of my 3 suggestions for rollers if that's what you're interested in. So that's it for the news this week. Probably a little bit shorter, but I hope you guys still enjoyed it. This week we have Nick Linter on Instagram who sent me a really nice picture. Him riding his TT bike. Looks pretty sick, by the way. Really nice Trek red bike. Definitely really cool. And I see you commenting on my videos every once in a while too, so that's really cool. Thanks for sending me out pictures. If you want to be at the end of the news video, be sure to send me a picture on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can be famous like these guys and show up at the end of my videos. But anyways guys, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe as always. Leave me a comment down below if you feel like it. And never stop trying.